Alright, this is my last one for today. But this one is really, really disturbing. Because it was not only just black males that was involved in this. It was other black females that beat up this girl and allowed this piece of shit to rape her. Black females. So, and I'm thinking that it is also because of their childhood and not being raised properly, not being raised and given the right foundation. Maybe they themselves have been beaten and abused. I don't know. Not much is given on their background. But be it male or female, when you perpetrate crimes like this, you need to go under for as long as they can keep you there.
With a gang rape of a teenager loses his temper in court today. CBS 4's Ted Scouten was there for the courtroom outburst. He joins us live from Fort Lauderdale. Ted?
Yeah, Elliot, as you said, that suspect is an accused rapist, and in court today, he went into a profanity-laced tirade.
What evidence do you have? Let me know. What evidence do you have? What evidence have?
Javon Woolfolk loses it in court. He's an accused rapist who is being offered a plea deal of 15 years in prison.
Ms. Schneider says you gave a statement admitting that you had intercourse.
Where's the evidence? She said she was raped. She said she was raped. Where's the evidence showing that she was raped? Where's that evidence at?
Prosecutor Maria Schneider points out key evidence was recorded on cell phone video. The allegation is that 2 teenage boys and 2 teenage girls beat and taunted a Hollywood girl. Investigators say they helped Woolfolk, who raped the victim. The other 4 have already taken pleas.
And I have a couple of audio and videotapes that show that she was being beaten profusely while being told that she needed to perform sexual acts on
No.
you.
Where is the fact? She said she was held down and raped. Where's the evidence at?
Woolfolk's attorney was stunned by the outburst.
I'm thinking it's frustration of being in jail for so long, November of 2013, and the other 4 co-defendants resolving their cases.
Schneider said it showed his character.
And I think that, we saw basically what this young man, thinks of the system, what kind of respect he has for others.
When asked if he would take a plea,
I don't know. Let me think about it.
I take it, Mr. Woolfolk, that you're not interested in Ms. Schneider's offer, so I don't need to have a status conference on
I don't know. I think about it. I think about it.
when leaving, one final crude comment to the prosecutor.
Right.
And he has until June 19th to decide if he's going to take that plea or not. That plea would be 15 years in Florida prison. If this goes to trial and he loses, he could face life.
That's where he needs to go. He needs to go in prison. And the people who helped them rape that girl, beat her up and rape her, they all need to get the same sentence he did, even though he's the one that did the penetration. They helped him. Girls and boys. It's rough out there in them streets. Now, if you have little girls, please teach them to be careful. Don't just hang with anybody. Let them know that they are precious jewels and they need to protect themselves like the most precious jewels on the face of this earth. They can't just be hanging anywhere and with anybody. Look at this piece of shit. Why would he do... Ugh. I swear, my daughter ever brought somebody like that home, not only would the door get slammed in his face, cussed out in any language all the languages that I know, told him told not to come back to my house. But she probably be under strict lock and key after that, if that's the garbage she's bringing home. So please, 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 Be careful. Some of these girls are already damaged beyond repair because they're not getting the therapy that they're supposed to be getting. And then they're just falling right back into this type of behavior where they have no empathy. They have no feelings. They have nothing. There's empty shells doing the bidding of other people. If you are listening to the sound of my voice and you have been molested, you've been sexually assaulted, you have been abused either physically, emotionally, verbally, because the verbal and the emotional abuse are just as bad, if not worse, than the physical abuse. So if you are listening to the sound of my voice and you know you are not a whole person, please get some psychological counseling. There's nothing wrong with it. You need to repair the damage that has been done to you. It's just as if you had something, your arm was broken, you would need to go seek physical help to get that arm repaired. So it is with your spiritual and your emotional and your mental health. If something got broken because of trauma that you experienced, go get psychological and mental health help. And don't be ashamed of having to do so. Because kids like this, they need to be in therapy. And if they're not going to go to therapy for all the trauma that they probably already been through and don't know how to process it and just have become evil, nasty human beings, they're either going to have to go to therapy or they're going to spend the rest of their lives in jail. And just become derelicts in the society. That's not the type of people you want to raise. Be more responsible for what comes from your womb. And now that we know better, we don't have to repeat the cycles of the generation from before. Break that cycle and stop producing and raising these monsters that are worthless pieces of crap and unleashing havoc in the society.